Well, it's been a while. It's been a while I haven't done any of these. Well, welcome back. So, last night we had a game. And it was the start of preseason. So, the Ravens played the Saints. And the game ended 17-14. Okay? So, the Ravens won the game. And I know it's a preseason game, but I'm still going to be reviewing those. I'm still going to be reacting to those since I kind of focus on it. I know most NFL fans don't really care, but I do. And other fans do as well, because on this team, we have a lot of interesting shit happening. We have a lot of rookies, a lot of great rookies who didn't even have a chance last year. We didn't even have preseason last year, so they didn't even have a chance last year to show us what they really had. So it was really exciting, honestly. We got our first game back from the offseason, which was, again, another horrible phase as a football fan. And I'm kind of lucky that I have a second sport. But they're also in the offseason. They got in the offseason for like a month, and it's been chaos, either chaos or just complete like boredom. But yeah, so let's go into the game here. I'm going to talk about the offense, how they played. So in the first half, I'm going to start off with the first half because it was a shaky half for the offense there. Sorry if I said defense before, but I meant offense. But the offense was able to get 9 points. It was 3 field goals, and one of them was off a turnover forced by the defense, I'm pretty sure. But I missed the first few minutes of the game. I was at work, but I watched the rest of the game. But our offense was shaky. At some point, we only had like 3 yards or something. The O-line was horrendous. Trace McSorley was not playing at his best. We had like what? I didn't really like how Justice Hill played either. I didn't like how he played. Dobbins was there, but like he had like 3 carries, and then it was done for him. But I don't think we did not have Stanley or Zeitler either. But I'm going to talk about the O-line here because this O-line that we saw last night was extremely concerning. I'm going to be straight up with that shit. Okay? It was concerning watching this line play. Especially at the beginning of the game, because some of the guys who were playing were guys that could start for us during the regular season. And it was bad. Good thing it's not a regular season game, because that would have been horrendous. And it needs to get its shit together. The O-line is really getting, the entire line was bad, so I'm not going to name any names here. The entire line was bad. Bradley Bozeman got injured as well. But, it doesn't really change. It doesn't really give any excuses. But, yeah, I'm going to say, in the second half, the offense really got going. And it wasn't because of McSorley, who, part of the reason he was bad is because he was injured, apparently. He had, like, some back problem. But this offense really got going in the second half. I'm going to be clear with you. Tyler Huntley was an absolute beast. He just went off during this half. He was accurate. He literally just looked like Walmart Lamar Jackson right there. Just amazing. So far, Jason Hunt, no, not Tyler Huntley. He is getting that backup spot right there. He's going that he's getting that QB2. And after, I mean, it's only one game. It's only one game. We're gonna have a chance to see more of that. I'm gonna want to see. I'm gonna need to see more of that, just to say he's a good backup. But yeah, he was a very good player for us. I really liked another player I really liked on our offense, I mean, there aren't a lot of players that played well in that offense anyway. I liked Tyson Williams. He looked explosive. Maybe if he continues playing like that, maybe there's a chance he's just. I mean, if he outplays Justice Hill, are we going to use 4 running backs? I mean, we did last year until at some point we had to scratch Mark Ingram. We had 4 active running backs at some point. Hold on, what? No, I don't think we ever did. But we had 4 running backs on the roster. I don't think we had like 4 running backs actually playing in the game, like actually available, but we had 4 on the roster. I don't know if we're gonna run that again, but there's a chance. There's for sure a chance, especially with a run first offense. But honestly, with Tyson Williams, if he keeps that up and he outplays Justice Hill in the next 2 games following this one, he could get that 3rd string running back. But yeah, man, I think that's it for the offense. It's pretty much it. The offense overall hasn't been very good for the most part. Tyler Huntley really made a difference with that offense, and then he just went off. Scored a rushing touchdown, Lamar type touchdown there, and he was very good. He made a mistake. He did make a mistake with that fumble, but that was pretty much it. After that, it was a bad mistake, but and the next drive he came back stronger and scored a TD, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, for the rest of the video, I'm going to talk about the defense here, and then a bit of the special teams, because I mean, I'm probably going to spend like a minute on that, a minute or two. But defense was the reason the Ravens won this game. Defense was the sole reason why they won this game. I mean, I'm not going to say the only reason. I mean, Tyler Huntley played amazing, but this defense without this defense, there's no game. There's no ball game. There's no chance the Ravens win this game. 6 turnovers. This, I cannot really say. I didn't really see a player that really played bad, except some mistakes this and there. Like some of these mistakes were like scheming and shit like that. But good job. I mean, I'm gonna give credit to Wink as well. This defense didn't even have all its starters, first off. So that is extremely good. I mean, this Ravens defense is going to be top tier for this season. It's going to be a top 5 defense. I'm confident in that happening, because it just shows the amount of depth we have on this team. It just shows. I don't even know a player we can even cut. Except for maybe some, but after this game, as of now, it's very unsure on that defense who is getting cut, because it was a very good defensive game. You had Brendan Steffens. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Brendan Steffens. He was surprisingly good. Coming out in the draft, I didn't know much about him. I didn't even know much about him. I said that in my draft grades video. I didn't know much about him. He looked very good at safety. We moved him to safety, by the way. He was a corner, running back before corner in college, then safety. He was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant. Geno Stone, somebody who's been cut multiple times, very, very good. He cannot get cut again. But we're gonna have to cut a safety. That's the thing. We're gonna have to waive and cut a safety. This is the problem. It's a good problem, but how can we get rid of any of our safeties after that? Dude, I can't say Deshaun Elliott and Chuck Clark are both roster locks, but after that, Brendan Stephens and Geno Stone did their job very well. At corner, I really like how he played with corner. I was impressed with Chris Westry in this during the training camp. I don't think he played that bad. He had one mistake that I would really just call out in film, but I think our cornerback depth really got better. Sean Wade, this guy, he's gonna be a 5th round steal. He's gonna be the biggest steal in the 5th round, probably, if he continues to play like that. 2 interceptions, including the game-sealing pick. He was again. If he's not going to be a boundary corner for us, so he's going to shine. He came to the right place, to the absolute right place, which is Baltimore. But, man, also, whoever hated on him before at the draft, when we drafted him, just shut up. Whoever just hated on him after we drafted him, just piss off. No. Don't switch up like that. Just don't switch up like that. Other players that I really liked. I liked Dalen Hayes. I didn't know much about him, but he really shined. Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen is an absolute animal. He looked like Ray Lewis in literally every play, dude. He looked like Ray Lewis. He played amazing. He was the best player on that defense. Almost forgot to talk about him. But he's set up for a breakout year. He is coming out this year mad that he did not win Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's going for Defensive Player of the Year now. Oh boy. But man, I just love how he looks like he improved. He looks like he improved a lot. So that's a great sign again with our linebacking core. Who else would I talk about? Odafe. I think Odafe was fine. I think he was fine. Who else? Justin Madubuike. Justin Madubuike is somebody I really liked last night. He's also a player who played very well. Honestly, overall, this defense was amazing. It's a good sign. We did not have any of our starters. It wasn't our first team there, so that's a great sign. We have a lot of depth at defense. Offense needs to get better. Just go off of a bit of the momentum we went coming out of this game, because it played better at the end of the game. Special teams. Justin Tucker doing Justin Tucker things. Sam Cook doing Sam Cook things. But our backup kicker, he's going to be another guy who we're going to just trade for good value because he's going to be so good. Like we did in the past. But that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna have content like this every week after a Ravens game, and I'm gonna have previews when the regular season comes as well. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me what you think in the comments, and I'm gonna see you guys next week. And we're gonna be playing the Panthers. Let's see how it goes. See you guys in the next one. Subscribe, click the like button, and click the bell to enable notifications. I have a lot of content on the way. Yes, sir. Football season is back.